But it's like, regardless of the situation, I can't please no one. I put an update up, it bothers people. I put what I went through traumatically because of that experience, because I was called up there, because, you know, I don't know how to explain that part. I see it. But it's like, regardless of the situation, no one's going to be happy. I cried. I had to witness that. You flailed and flopped with my baby, so. And that's something you can't control, but it's like, I was traumatized when I had to come to the hospital. That's why I posted that. It wasn't to, put you down and what's called, shit happens to people. Come on, Gilligan. But shit happens to people. And I don't know. It just seems like no matter what I say or what I do, it's going to be misconstrued for the worst. So I really don't care. I'm just ready for this whole journey to get done with so we can have our family, because at this point that's the only thing we're waiting for. It's not the fact that I'm going into hiding or doing anything like that. It's just the simple point of fact, we all signed up, we know what we're doing, we're all grown adults, we all signed a contract, we all knew what we're doing, literally. Regardless if you want to take accountability for your action, it doesn't bother me. I don't care at this point. But the simple thing is, I didn't think me posting a video of the trauma that I went through, yeah, you were the one being arrested, but I had to witness that. I had to sit there with you. I had to stand there with you. They wouldn't give me my phone. I was forced to be in that situation when I didn't want to. That shit hurt my feelings, especially seeing you get arrested, hurt my feelings. I just cried in your arms literally 20 seconds before that even happened. But I don't care. That's crazy. That's crazy. I've been there to support you in every way I possibly could. Even when I was given, I'm not even going that far, but that's what I'm saying, I've been supporting you. So it's like, I'm not trying to bash you. I don't want the world to bash you. At the end of the day, we're all going through this together. No one's perfect. Like, for real, like, I don't know where we're going with this at this point. I'm tired at this point. Literally, it seems like every day I have to go something with this whole surrogacy journey. And that's why I'm like pissed, because it's like, this isn't the pretenses you came on with. And the fact that you trying to keep my child from me, like, and you can't say you're not, because you got an Amazon registry and you put baby stuff on there. Like, we don't need help from you getting stuff for our daughter. You're not even naming her what we want to name her. You're trying to, like, I don't know what you're trying to do, and it's the weirdest thing, but the pretense you came on ain't the same thing you're giving to the world. The same stuff you telling to the internet is not all factual, and I'm gonna state it. Like, here we go. So this is part one of our surrogacy journey. This is how it all started. This is the beginning to the end. So this is part one. I don't know how many parts it's gonna be, but let's get into it, because I didn't go looking for a surrogate. The surrogate reached out to us. At this point in our life, me and Cheryl was content with not having a baby. We were at the point where we were gonna give up and say, it's okay, we're done trying, because we done had 5 surrogates at the point. Well, she's number 5. But, this is how I'm looking for a surrogate. I seen it on Snapchat, which Snapchat created a lot of lies about me and Cheryl. But, just now, and I want to know, blah, blah, blah. You all about the money. That's not how this works. So with me saying that, I was basically saying, Snapchat told everyone that we made $3 million. Me and Cheryl has never even made $3 million. We haven't even made it close to $3 million. We haven't done none of that. But yet, it was promoted that we made that. So therefore, people thought that. Anybody hit me up in that time, asking to be a surrogate, I cut off. Blankly, I wasn't trying to be rude, but I know exactly where they were coming from, because they had to see that video. If they genuinely cared, there's different ways of hitting us up. But you don't have to pay me. I have insurance. LOL, I couldn't have a baby for the longest, and it sucked. I just figured, because we already know each other, that I wouldn't ask for any money. I'm insured. Just thought I'd reach out if you guys were still looking. Plus, I'm tall. That's a plus. Oh, sorry, it sounded insensitive. I didn't really know how to come about it. I was just watching the story on Snapchat. Thought I could help her out. I know how it feels to struggle with fertility. I am someone who cares about what goes on in people's life. But fertility issues is something we struggle with because Cheryl's age. That's something that we can help. Life happened. But at the end of the day, you hit me up on that knowledge, and you stated you would do it free. You stated all that stuff. You stated you wouldn't ask me for money. You wouldn't do none of that. But yet, here we are. That was in September. This was in October. Do you have any idea when you want to start this process? October, I said, I will contact you on Monday with the info. Okay. October came by. We talked about what we had planned, what we had, the producers, all this stuff. We had things that were coming our way. So I reached out to her, And she was just like, I'm just now seeing this. It's okay. We're trying the upcoming months after New Year's in case you wanted to drink. We didn't know what she was going on. You know, if you want your own life, you want your own personal life, this is our fault once again. We didn't go through a surrogacy clinic, and that's our own fault. I accept that. Okay, but at the end of the day, I was trying to be a little lenient. Hey, you know, if you drink or whatever, get it out the way before you have the baby. That's what I was doing. But here we go. She said, I don't drink, and okay, whenever y'all are ready, I'm ready. I don't drink anymore anyways, left my ass off. Hey, when's your next cycle? This is where she said around the 12th. I'm out, just so y'all know. I don't have my phone yet, but I just got released yesterday. There was no way for us to know any of that. So she gets out, she comes over, you know, we talk. We had a few talks before we even decided to start inseminating. So let's fast forward to the day we start. Well, we'll say that for part 2. Yes, addicts do overcome their addictions. That's the thing. Everyone has addiction, whether it's social media, whether it's drama, whether it's anything. Everyone has an addiction. But addicts do overcome. I'm not bashing your sobriety at all, but I feel like what you're doing, because you didn't have this with your first baby, and you told me this, I don't care. You said you didn't have all the love and support that you wanted. You're using my baby, using us to get what you want out of life. And that's messed up, because at the end of the day, you hit us up on genuine shit, and now you're trying to recant it and take with something that you didn't even want. I have the videos and the message. We're going to say that for part 2, because it's going to keep going. Like, it's literally a cycle of abuse. Like, money, all that, like the money I spent, I even, like, that's the thing, I'll let y'all live with us for a month and all that, and that's the thing. We're gonna save everything for part 2. But the fact that you're using my baby for your sobriety, for your come up, for your everything, that's horrible. That's horrible. You could have changed your life at any point in time, but you waited till 4 months later after you're already pregnant to try to do that. And then you're trying to ride the camel's back of our wave. Like, that's weird. Like, no, I don't care about fame, clout, none of that shit. I don't give a shit about shit. I live my life on Front Street. And you're literally out here selling lies just to get sympathy for your baby. And that's the thing, you weren't able to do this for your first child, but you're trying to do it for my child. We can do everything we possibly can for that baby. We can do that and more. We took care of you when you didn't have a place to go. Like, that's the worst part. Like, you're trying to take a part of me that I would never sleep with you a day in my life. I would never give you the time of day with me. I would never done any of that, but yet you're trying to take a part of me that takes 2. You're not the second one that I would even give a child. The only reason I gave you a child because you said you would carry it for us, and now you're trying to take the baby from us. That's shitty. That's shitty. And the thing about it, you didn't get clean until you was with my baby. That's the thing you seen. Oh, I got a chance of life. I got a second chance after I done so much fucked up shit in my life. I can fuck him over again and fuck the world over and fuck them over and fuck. Like, that's all you want to do is fuck people over. But all I did was give to you. I gave to you. I didn't want to fight. I didn't want to battle. Every time you asked for money, I gave it. When you needed food and you were starving and begging me for food, I brought it to you, even though I didn't have to. But I'm the one who's finna suffer. I'm the one who's finna have to go through this battle. And that's the thing. This is the whole point of all of this. I don't want to make you look like shit. What I want to do is shed light to the situation and how we got here, because you keep false interpretations. I am pissed. I am hurt. I am angry. And that's all because of what you're doing to us. You're causing turmoil in my marriage because you know your intentions. Cheryl wants to say so much, but she's keeping her mouth closed because she doesn't feel like this is her battle. When it comes to that court, it's going to say Taylor, Janet, and Karan McCain on it. So at the end of the day, part 2 is coming up. I'm tired. For someone who actually has been there for sobriety, it's proof in the pudding that I actually been there. I was there the whole 9 yards. I wrote her damn near every day, giving her affirmation, trying to make sure she feel well. I asked her, was she hungry all the time? Like, that's the thing. I'm there. I didn't miss appointments. She missed the appointment. I made the appointments. I did everything I was supposed to. Regardless of what happened during the pregnancy, I didn't care. I still wanted to make it right. I was like, we still can, get you clean. We can do whatever we have to, this, that, whatever. Apparently, that's the issue. But when you do it yourself, it's even better. I'm glad. I'm all for you doing it yourself. Like, literally, that's how it's supposed to be. Until a person want to do it themselves, they're not going to change. But I'm not here for any of that. It's just your family and your lawyers are trying to deem you mentally incompetent, and they the ones that's how you end up living with us. Like, if you want to find that story out, let's talk about that. How'd you end up moving in with me and Cheryl? Like, that's what I'm saying. Like, we've been there for you, Taylor, so stop trying to make it seem like we're bad people. For someone who actually has been there for us,